Shalom, shalom. All praises and glory goes to our mighty power Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakudash. Call halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Tawada Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai for this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We got to thank the Lord for dealing with us, right? Because when you look at the world is not thinking about the Lord. The world is not thinking about salvation and being saved. They don't save from what? They love their lives, right? He find his life, they gonna lose their motherfucking lives, right? And that's what's happening. A lot of motherfuckers is losing their lives in this society. Rather it be due to sicknesses, rather be due to violence, right? Because violence is visiting a lot of you people. And it's only gonna escalate. It's only gonna escalate. I'm going to read the book of Psalms 10 and 3. It reads, "For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth." Right, it says they covet field and take it by violence. It says, "For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire." What's his heart's desire? To kill you Israelites. To kill you Israelites, man. He said, "The time of mourning for my father is at an end. I'm going to slay my brother Jacob." That's the spirit in Esau Edom, man. Esau Edom may never forget who his main enemy is. Who? You Israelites. You Israelites, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. Right? That's why he's turning up on your asses. And the Lord done gave him a green light. The Lord done gave him a green light, and he think he is God. The motherfucker's so prideful, he's going to show you, he going to kill you before he do it. It's called predictive programming. Right? In all these movies, especially with the Purge movies, who's the main target of assassination? Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? It says predictive programming has two main meanings. A conspiracy theory where media subtly conditions the public for future events. What's the future events in the Purge movies? Niggas getting shot down, niggas getting hunted. Ain't that what's going on in America right now? Israelites being hunted. Israelites getting snatched out their homes. Esau coming in with that terror, with that terror and with that violence. It says predictive programming has two main meanings. A conspiracy theory where media subtly conditions the public for future events, right? And what they preparing the people for: martial law, civil unrest, right? Uproars of the people, seditions, right? Violence, death. It says futility, right? The wreck of the Titan or futility is claimed to have predicted the sinking of the Titanic, right? That was a predictive programming they had put back then, and they used what you got, The Simpsons. It's a lot of predictive programming in The Simpsons. The president doing certain things, the president being shot, right? The Simpsons is claimed to have predicted too many things to list here, right? What's another one? The Hunger Games is claimed to predict a totalitarian government in the present or future, right? And that's what you're dealing with. That's what you're dealing with, right? Purge season, right? They trying to purge anybody who's not down with their system. not down with their way of thinking. And guess who's the main people they're going after? You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because it's in your spirit to be rebellious. Because this is a rebellious people, right? You're not only rebellious against the Lord, you're rebellious against what? Esau, Edom. And it says the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. The Lord done set up this devil to be in power, but Jake don't give a fuck. Jake don't give a damn. Jake ready to go to war with these devils, right? And these devils show you, man, you ain't gonna come out on top. You ain't gonna come out on top, right? You got these fake ass Black Panthers talking about they joining ICE. Now, you got the Black Panthers talking about they about to fight against ICE, the immigration. How did Black Panthers start fighting for immigrants? And they only jumped in once you seen a white boy get shot, the white woman get shot, showing you these as agents of provocateur, right? These false leaders and these niggas that have been set up by what? By the elites to send you off, right? Because what's the spirit on the elites, man? They want to control the narrative, right? It's called predictive programming. They control the narrative, man. They done set up the situation. They done set up the people. You hear about George Soros, how he paid for Black Lives Matter, how he paid for different situations that done happened here in Babylon the Great, right? These devils, they fund both sides. This is the book of Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity, right? And work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. They got the money, they got the military, and they got the minds of you stupid motherfucking people, man. The people are so goddamn dumb, you could do whatever you want with them. You could do whatever you want with them. Just show them something, and they're going to follow it, right? Just show them something, they're going to follow it, right? It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in the house and his house, even a man and his heritage, right? And now they doing that here in Babylon the Great. They covet the fields and taking it by violence. Really, this is the biggest robbery you ever seen in Babylon the Great. Like, they taking motherfucking shit, just like they took the president of Venezuela, they took his shit. They about to take the shit of you Americans, right? Your resources, your houses, your children, your family members, your whole fucking existence about to disappear. Especially when they introduce that RFID chip, right? And that's why, what time we in? The time to return back to your power, right? Instead of bullshitting. There's a lot of you motherfuckers, y'all bullshitting. You still chasing Federal Reserve notes. You still, my family, my loved ones, I gotta get them back. I gotta get them back. There's a reason the Lord removed them motherfuckers out your life.
Let me tell you something. Girl, stop checking on them people. They ain't checking for you. They don't care about you. They left you for dead. When you lost everything, you lost them. So stop checking on them. Stop trying to circle the block back. Stop responding to people that's toxic. You know them people ain't no good. You know them people don't want to see you up in the world. You know them people don't want to see you have nothing. They don't want to see you having things. Shift your focus somewhere else. Shift your focus to somebody else. Start going to some different places. It's time to focus on new things. This a new.
Read this in Matthew 6:33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. Right? How do you do that? By returning back to your power. By learning what pleases the Lord. Right? And once, as a man, what you got to return back by serving the Lord and prophesying. Right? And feeding the sheep of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, if that's what you were set up to do. Not all men were set up to be prophets, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you, right? All the things that you done lost in this world, right? As soon as you found the Lord, the world turned their back on your asses, right? And that's a good thing, right? Any motherfucker who's with this wicked, evil society, they deserve what's coming, and what's coming, the punishment from the Heavenly Father, right? The judgment from the Lord Yahweh. This is the book of Job 5:12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And here you trying to hold on to their enterprise, trying to be part of their society, their kingdom, their disassembling kingdom, right? This system is dissolving. This system is vanishing, right? This system is becoming what? A memory, right? How it used to be. That's what people talk about. The 80s, the 90s. You got these young motherfuckers, they 2000s, right? Ain't nobody gonna be talking about 2025. They ain't gonna be remembering after post C19, because it's been none but despair. It's been none but suffering in this society, right? It says he disappointed the device of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right? This is the book of Psalms 139 and 19. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, these bloody, evil, wicked men, right? And that's the spirit that's in them right now. That's the spirit in them to shed the blood of who? You Israelites. You Israelites. And who's going to be the main target? You Israelites holding on to this society. The Lord's going to make an example out your punk asses. Out your punk asses. They said they're going to be like madmen sparing none. They should cast them out of their houses. You Israelites, I'm about to buy some property. I'm about to do big things in here. You about to be an example, right? You seen who was the main motherfuckers they was jabbing up with that C19 during that event, right? So-called black and Hispanic celebrities. They hit Idris Elba. Then they hit fucking Dave Chappelle, right? They killed a couple motherfuckers too, right? And it's gonna be more deaths because what you done chose to be with the wicked, right? Obadiah 1 and 10 said, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Here you seeing this man being cut the fuck off, right, from society. They don't want nothing to do with their money, right? They don't want nothing to do with their system. They don't want nothing to do with their ways, right? Even the Hollywood movies, they telling Hollywood, man, keep that bullshit, man. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Right? They trying to promote Supergirl, a little white drunk bitch with superpowers, man. Them Asians like, man, keep this bullshit. We don't want to see this shit. Don't nobody want to see no Edomite, especially Edomite, weak as hell. Ain't no Edomite nothing without what? That military might. That military might, and what the Lord's about to break all that shit, man. Isaiah 14 and 13, it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's who this devil think he is, right? That's who this devil think he is. That's why he show you what he do before he do it, right? Let's get these verses right quick. Isaiah 14 and 14, it says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High, he as God sitteth in the power in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the power, right? Who's that? These Edomites. Isaiah 42 and 9, it says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare before they spring forth. I tell you them, right? That's why Esau want to be like the Most High. He got his predictive programming, right? Trying to show you what he gonna do before he do it. And what's the main thing he's about to do? He's about to bring evils upon you peoples, right? He's about to lock down these cities, right? You think he's slowing down, man? He's only picking it up.
Immigration. A surge of immigration arrests in Minneapolis and other cities shows no signs of letting up. Scripps News has learned that the Trump administration has been taking steps to hire private companies to help track down suspected undocumented immigrants at home and at work. Our months-long investigation initiative has been taking steps to hire private companies to help track down suspected undocumented immigrants at home and at work.
I'm reading Ezekiel 35 and 1, it says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, right? And we're seeing that happen, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, right? The collapse of Europe, the collapse of Babylon, right? It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their calamity had an end. No, it ain't over for Esau. Esau ain't done. He said, I'm going to slay my brother Jacob. And that's what's in his mind. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth, right? And that's what the Lord is doing. Esau is being cut the fuck off. Even his women don't want to deal with him, right? His women is leaving him due to what his hatred, his spirit. And it talks about that. It says, talks about how they widows will not care for them, paraphrasing. So that's where we're seeing the end of Esau and his whole society. And it's a beautiful thing. Call hello, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.